Okay, I'm back. So, I was talking about meeting a friend. And right away, we hit it off. I mean, it was like run into a fella that you think you'd known before, and this guy was immaculately dressed. And we got to talking about a lot of stuff. And, well, needless to say, he's a banker. And if you people know who I am and what I'm about, me and bankers don't get along very well. I think they're a bunch of rip-off artists. But this guy, he had a little bit of a different twist to him. So I got to talking to him and just feed him some seeds of information. Seeds that can grow if he goes and fertilizes the soil. So, let me roll this up. Puppy dogs are barking. Anyhow, so him and I, we keep on talking and going through things, and lo and behold, I gave him my YouTube address, you know, I5 Mad Hatter, and I gave him my phone number. He gave me his phone number, and we get to chatting on text messages, and got to talking about Super Bowl, and got to talking about the quarterbacks, and I said, well, you know, I just don't trust a man that gets attacked by a service dog. And I'm talking about that fella on the New England Deflatriots. The New England Patriots. For those of you from the Northeast that are going to get mad at me for saying stuff like the New England Deflatriots. Anyhow, so we're talking about all kinds of stuff, and about how I don't trust a man or a woman that doesn't like dogs, and dogs don't like them. Something's wrong with those people. Something's really wrong with those people that aren't liked by a dog. Anybody can be liked by a cat. The only thing they care about is food. Food, water, and maybe some scratch behind the ears, or, you know, but cats are cool. But dogs are so much cooler. Cats are all about themselves. They go crap in a box. They pee in a box. You know, dogs are all about you letting them out to go outside to their box, outside. So your house don't smell like dog crap or pee or anything like that. But back to what I was originally talking about, Nose Ditch. I gotta say that. It's my gig. It's my deal. Back to what I was talking about. So we're texting and talking, you know, about different stuff, and I turned him on to William Cooper. And hopefully he goes and looks up William Cooper's stuff, because William Cooper, I mean, my dad, my grandpa, they always talked about listening to William Cooper on the radio, and I started listening to William Cooper way back in 1992 when I was getting ready to get out the Marine Corps. And that guy's got some awesome points of view. If you haven't ever heard of him, look him up. He's predicted a whole bunch of stuff. He was also murdered by government, just like Lavoie Finicum was murdered by the government, our government. You know, the one that the memo was just released on, that's been, you know, illegally, unlawfully. There's a difference between lawful and legal. If you don't know what that is, you need to go look it up. Unlawfully murdered these people. Who knows, hell, they'll probably show up at my house some night and freaking wake me up in the middle of a cold sleep. I'll grab my 45 and I'll get shot too. But I'm tired of running around like a lion without a heart, courage, brains. That's why I call myself the Mad Hatter, because I run down those rabbit holes. And I hope a bunch of you folks follow me down those rabbit holes. And I'm going to speak about one of those rabbit holes again today. Jay Inslee, I'm going to find some stuff out about you. I heard some stuff last night that you're right along with those elitist pedophiles. Oh, pedophiles. I don't know yet. I haven't found any evidence yet. But I'll bet you it's out there. I'm going to find it. And I'm going to report on it. And I'm going to tell all my buddies out here in Washington State about it. You're in for it, man. I'm looking. I'm going to search. Yup. I'm going to start searching. So if any of you know about Jay Inslee's little, tickling little kids and stuff, let's get started on that. Let's start looking into Jay Inslee and his stuff, because there's just something about that guy creeps me the hell out. And you folks that really know me, my family, my real family, you know what I'd do to somebody that'd do that to a little kid. 16 penny nail, big old 3-pound shop hammer, and a dull chopped out butter knife. And you know what I mean by chopped out butter knife. You knock little bits and pieces out of the butter knife. And you know what I'm going to do with that 16 penny nail and that hammer. When I'm done, I'm going to hand you that butter knife. And you make it back to town, you're free to go. Out here in these parts, there's bears, wolves, coyotes. They love fresh blood and fresh flesh. Yep. If you can make it back to town where I nail you to a tree, and you know what part I'm going to nail to the tree. So don't come around messing with my stepkids. My other kids back in Kansas, they're full grown. They can take care of themselves. Don't mess with my grandbabies. Don't mess with my grandbabies and let me find out about it. Yep, you get the same damn treatment. You better hope the cops get you before I do. I'm serious. I've seen some fricked up shit in my life. I was even accused of it once by an ex. Well, soon to be ex. Now she is my ex. But none of that shit happened. I'd have spent time in prison if the shit that her and her attorney named Forker accused me of. Truth came out. I'm a free man, been a free man ever since. Ain't none of it true. So, girls, when you find these videos, and I know one day you will, because it never goes away. Just know, not a day goes by I don't think about you. I'm always thinking about you. And I hope one day that you wise up before your old man kicks off across the Rainbow Bridge, goes plays with his puppy dogs that he's lost. But until that time, pull your heads out your asses. Stop believing the bullshit at the news media and your parents, your mom, and your grandmom. Sorry to hear about your granddad. Stop believing the bullshit they've been telling you, because it's bullshit. Now, on that, Jay Inslee, there's something about you, buddy. There's something about you, and we're going to find it out. Me and my buddies out here in Washington State, we're going to look your stuff up, and we're going to find out about you. So just get ready. The I-5 Mad Hatter's coming for you. Find out what kind of rabbit hole I gotta go down to find out your secrets. I'll get them. And then I'm gonna expose you and put you on the internet. Yep. I'm coming for you. Just watch. Just watch. And speaking upon that, let me go to our senators and our congressmen that are out there in the other Washington. Can't well, you can't do what you're doing. You're backing up the bullshit liberal party, and you're part of the damn swamp. Patty Murray, you are too. You're part of that liberal Democratic Party, all rooting for Hillary to be the president. Well, what is up with you guys? You and Jay Inslee, you two girls and Jay Inslee, and that Republican fella, he's not going to run for... he's getting out. He used to be a sheriff out there in King County, and he ran for senator or congressman. And he's getting out. He's not going to run for office again. He's smart. He's getting out while the getting's good. Because, when the shit starts rolling downhill, it's going to cover a whole bunch of people. It's just like landslides out here. It's just going to cover a whole bunch of people. And a whole bunch of people are going to lose their livelihoods. And a whole bunch of people are going to lose their freedom. Yeah. It's Patty Murray. Miss Can't Well. Get ready, because we're coming for you. We're going to get you, too. Yep. Yeah, you idiots that are backing up Hillary, there's something about you. You've got your fingers in something that you shouldn't have your fingers in. There went my light. Let me turn it back on. You got your fingers in something that you can't back out of. So, here's another rabbit hole thing for you. Mark, pay attention. Our Earth, and I've said this before, is getting ready to go back into another ice age. The last ice age, Alaska warmed up right before the ice started making its move over 90,000 plus years. Yep, Alaska's warming up. That's what happens. Even without us fleas on its back, the Earth is going to cool itself down. It's the cycle that it goes through every 100,000 years. 90 plus thousand years with ice everywhere, except in some very strategic places, like, around the equator and a few degrees north and a few degrees south of the equator. But it all starts by deforestation. Now, we as humans have done a lot of that deforestation, building our houses, building our fences, building our roads, building our cars. We've helped demineralize the soil as well by using chemicals from Dow Constantine and Monsanto to chemically fertilize. Darn it. Sorry about that.
Thursday morning.
Sorry about that. Give me a break now. I haven't set up my professional studio yet. I'll get that set up and we won't have this issue. Those chemical fertilizers aren't near as good as just crushed up, ground up, powderized rock, gravel. Not just sand, gravel. With all the different minerals in that gravel. The different kinds of granites and different kinds of rock, igneous rock, all the different volcanic type rock, that's got minerals in it, calcium, magnesium, and all the stuff that we need as humans to stay healthy. So do the plants, the trees, the tomato plants, the beans, all that, everything. I guarantee you, here in the next year or so, before the ice starts coming towards us, go out when you're planting your tomato plants and go get you a bag of crushed up, powderized gravel and sprinkle it in your yard, in your garden. See what happens. I'll bet you get some healthy plants putting out lots of fruit. And if you don't, Well, that's just not going to happen. That we have to remineralize the soil, because the soil gets the minerals from the last ice age that was coming from the. Oh man, this light just don't want to stay on. And I'm about out of time, so I don't want to take up too much more of your time. But folks, mineralize your soil with powderized gravel. Just do it. See what happens. See if the Wesley isn't sharing some information with you that I found, and if it doesn't turn out to be true. And in the meantime, do yourself a favor. Go out and make a new friend today. Make sure that you red pill them, because the blue pill is choking them out. And until the next time, keep your stick on the ice.